Now, if you are looking to level up your pizza game, you have got to try these cottage cheese pizza bowls. This is a recipe that was viral on TikTok, and I now understand why. If you are somebody who's working on health, fitness, and or weight loss goals, they're a fantastic option because they're much lighter than a traditional slice of pizza and they're packed with protein. Each bowl has 27 grams of protein while delivering that very same flavor profile that you would get from a traditional slice. Welcome to Clean and Delicious, where sensible nutrition meets personal transformation. These cheesy pizza bowls are so good. They're quick and easy to make, plus they are perfect for meal prep. So one recipe makes 2 servings. So you're gonna need 2 containers that are oven safe. Personally, I love these little meal prep containers. I use them for so many different dishes. They're 22 ounces, so they're the perfect size, and they're oven safe, microwave safe, dishwasher safe, and they have these lids, so they are perfect for meal prep. So I'll link them below if you're looking for some meal prep containers. Now, I like to prep these right in the containers. So the first thing I do is I preheat my oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and I like to put the containers on a rimmed baking sheet because it just makes them easier to transport in and out of the oven. I'm gonna start with 3/4 cup cottage cheese, which is equivalent to 165 grams in each bowl. Now, I'm using a 2% low-fat cottage cheese. I love the brand Good Culture. It has a really great flavor and has a really thick, creamy texture. A whipped cottage cheese would be another great option. If your cottage cheese seems to be a little bit looser, like a little bit runnier, you could always strain it out in a fine mesh strainer and just set it over a bowl for a little while and just let any of the excess water drain out. This way your pizza bowl stays nice and rich and creamy. Then into each bowl, I'll add 2 tablespoons of a store-bought marinara sauce. Now you can use any marinara sauce you have or you love. I usually just buy mine at the grocery store. I'm a big fan of the Rao's brand, but recently I heard there's a little scandal that they list olive oil on the ingredient list, but maybe they're not actually using olive oil. I don't know if it's true or not. I do love the flavor of Rao's. But this is another brand I really love. It's called Cucina Antica. And this has great ingredients as well, really fresh, clean ingredients. And it's a lot lighter than the Rao's. 1/2 cup of the Rao's is 100 calories. 1/2 cup of this guy is only 40 calories. So this could also be a great swap for anybody who's working on a weight loss goal. And I'm telling you, the flavor is delish. Then next up, I'm adding a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese. And then we've got our pizza flavor seasonings. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of garlic powder and then a little bit of Italian seasoning over the top. These simple little seasonings really give you that like a pizza parlor flavor. So make sure that you don't skip them. Now, the next thing you want to think about are your toppings, because what I like to do is chop up some of the toppings and mix them in the bowl for a little extra flavor and texture, and then I add a little to the top as well. So you can really choose any pizza topping that you love. Like, pick your go-tos. I know a lot of people love pepperoni. I'm not really a pepperoni girl, so I am going with chopped red onion, chopped bell peppers, and then some sliced black olives. Love that combo on a pizza. I'll gently stir these bowls to get everything incorporated. You just want the sauce and the seasonings and the veggies to be mixed really well. Do that for both bowls. Then I like to just clean up the edges a bit, keep it nice and neat. And then to finish them, I'm gonna add another tablespoon or 2 of marinara sauce over the top, along with some shredded mozzarella cheese. Now you can do anywhere between 2 to 4 tablespoons of cheese on each bowl, depending on how cheesy you want your pizza bowl. But do keep in mind that the nutritional information that I share with you down in the description box below is accounting for a bowl that is made with 2 tablespoons of shredded mozzarella cheese. And then to finish them, we're just gonna revisit all of those toppings and seasonings again. So I sprinkle a little bit of the red chopped onion, a little bit more of that bell pepper, and then the sliced olives over the top, garlic powder, the Italian seasoning, and then I really also love just a little kiss of red pepper flake. If you like a little bit of heat, a little bit of spice, it's just like the perfect kick. From here, you've got a couple options. If you wanted to make these for meal prep, you could stop right here, pop the lid on, leave them in the fridge where they will happily last you for up to 5 days. And then when you're ready to make them, you could either pop them in the microwave for a couple of minutes and that will do the job. You're just looking for the cheese on top to melt and for the bowl to heat through. But my personal preference is to put them in the oven. So I'm gonna pop these both into a 425-degree oven for about 12 minutes, or again, till that cheese has melted over the top and the center is heated through. Important to also keep in mind, if you are reheating them, taking them from the fridge to the oven, you want to let them sit at room temperature for about 15 minutes or so, because you never want to take like a cold glass container and put it right into a hot oven, because then you're going to run the risk of that container cracking. No bueno. Once they come out, they look and smell so good, and I want to recommend let them cool for a good 5, 6, 7 minutes before you jump in, because this gives the cottage cheese and all of the flavors and the sauce some time to reset up, and it just has a better texture when it's not bubbling hot. I personally love to serve this with some chopped veggies and some pita chips on the side. You could eat it like a dip, just like take your chip and just put it right in there, or you could do it the lazy way and take some pita chips, crumble them up over the top, and then just eat the whole thing with a spoon. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All of the above are delicious. And I'm telling you, it's mindful swaps like this that can make a huge difference when you're working on health, wellness, fitness, and or weight loss goals, right? These are the small steps you can take to reach those goals in a kind, sane, sustainable way while still thoroughly enjoying and looking forward to your meals. And I know personally, I've been on a complete cottage cheese craze because I am shocked at how many delicious high protein recipes you can create using cottage cheese. So if that is of interest to you, make sure you check out this recipe next, where I'm using cottage cheese to create a flatbread that you can use to build so many of your favorite sandwiches. So make sure you check that out right over here.